Welcome to your summer edition of Chewing the Fat. Bevo here with you tonight. Very privileged to be joined by the one and only Darren Boof Lehmann, former Australian cricket coach, greatest Shields run scorer of all time as well. Boof, great to have you on Chewing Fat, mate.
No problem, thanks for having me.
Of course, you're here tonight for the launch of Helix Player Management, which you can see in the background there. Tell us all about that.
Well, I'm obviously a director of the company, and it's been set up with 5 other guys, and we're looking forward to actually promoting good sports, men and women, over all sports, all athletes, obviously looking after sports and really caring about them and how they go in their sporting endeavours, but also looking after the corporate side of it and making events, and the Darren Lehmann Cricket Academy comes out of that as well. So pretty excited.
Terrific, and the big one day tomorrow, Australia taking on South Africa. Wasn't the best start in Western Australia, a bit of a thrashing there, but how do you see this one going tomorrow against South Africa?
We'll play better. We'll certainly play better. You can guarantee, you take that for a guarantee. The wicket will be better. I mean, the toss was a big one to win in Perth. The wicket did a fair bit in the first session. So I expect us to play better. I think we'll make a couple of changes. I think Sean Marsh will come in, and so will Adam Zampa. And then I think Darcy Shaw will probably miss out with Coulter Nile. So a few changes there, but we've got to bat better. We've got to make more runs. We've won the club with a bat so far.
Yeah, it's been a bit of a disappointing run. Of course, the Aussies have lost 17 of their last 19. Where do you think, where do you think it's gone wrong for the Aussies?
A lot of it's been the batting, to be perfectly honest. We've won the club with scores. I mean, we haven't made 300 for a long period of time. So that's the challenge, to get a side consistently making 300. Then you win more games. We've certainly got a bowling attack that can get the wickets and put pressure on oppositions, but when you're defending 152 like the other day, it makes it pretty hard.
Yeah, and the Aussies, of course, are without Warner and Smith and Bancroft at the moment, but the first test coming up against India, who do you think will come into the side? Who's your top 6 for that game? Putting you on the spot a little bit.
Yeah. Well, I think Renshaw will probably come in, to be fair. And then your Usman will be fit, so he'll probably bat 3. They've got to find another opener. And then Travis Head did well in one of the test matches in UAE, so I think he'll play still. I think Mitch Marsh got a really good 100 in the Shield game recently. I think Sean probably saved himself with an 80 and 90, so it's probably the other opener. And maybe someone like a Joe Burns from Queensland, who's started reasonably well. Marcus Harris from Victoria. Then Payne and the bowlers pick themselves, so it'll be interesting in a couple of weeks' time.
Yeah, can't wait for that. And your son Jake is on fire at the moment, doing a great job as skipper of the Redbacks. Could we see him getting back in green in the next 12 months, you think?
Well, there's a chance if he keeps batting like he's been batting. To be fair, he's played really well all summer. JLT in the 1 days for South Australia did well, and started the Shield season well. If he gets another 100 and puts some pressure on, you never know. But he's batting well, which is good to see.
And Warner and Smith and Bancroft, there's been a bit of talk about it, whether they should have their bans reduced. What's your personal thoughts on it, Wolf?
Well, I think they should definitely be playing domestic cricket. I think it would be great for those guys to be playing, mainly because it can help the younger guys get better. So that they're playing around the world in other competitions, but I'd like to see them play domestic cricket. International ban, well, that's for the boards to decide that.
Yeah.
But I certainly think they should be playing domestic cricket.
And Warner and Smith, once they've finished their bans, do you think they can walk straight back into the Aussie side, or if not have to